Hello friends, today in this live stream I will be building a bulk website URL checker kind of application where it will tell you whether the website that you are entering is valid or it is up or down. So basically we will be building this tool here which you can see on your screen, bulk website up or down checker. So basically you can enter websites here. In multiple websites you can enter here. On each line you can enter one website. तो ये एक tool है. You can see if I enter my website coding Shiksha, then I enter my second website freemediatools.com, then I enter a invalid website like this, some other invalid website, apple.com, microsoft.com, medium.com. So ये देखिए multiple websites हम इसमें write कर सकते हैं. And you can see that if I now click the get domain status, so it will tell me each website whether it is down or up. You can see site is down. This is the website which is down here, and this is the site which is running. 2000 OK is symbol. You can see that. So we will be building this application from scratch here in JavaScript and AJAX, in Node.js and Express. So you can provide as many websites as you want here, like inside this. So click on get domain status. So once again, you will see site is down. You can see that. So only the valid website will be there. You can see invalid websites are neglected. So we will try to build this application from scratch. So if you have any sort of question related to this, you can ask in the comment section. I will try to answer those questions. So two people are watching the stream, guys. So we will be building this bulk website up or down checker. It will basically tell you whether the website is running or not, whether it is down or up. So you can enter multiple websites here. So you can see on each line you can enter a single website, and when you just click the get domain status button, so it will tell you exactly which website is running and which is not. So you can see site is down 500, site is running. So we will try to build this application from scratch in JavaScript. So for this you need to install this Node.js module here. So this is the name of the module, which is dash up. So if you just go to npm.js website here, you will find this module here, which is dash up. So basically this module will tell you whether the website is up or down. Simple 2 lines of code is required. So simply you need to pass the website URL, and then this function will return true or false. So this is the way you can do this. So now it is fetching this data from this website. This is the website the data is fetching here. So if you write any sort of website here and enter it, it will tell you exactly whether the website is up or not. So now to build this application, we will create a new folder here inside. So we can make this folder as bulk site down checker. So here we can just initialize the package.json file here, and then you need to install the express module and this module which is dash up. So this will install these two dependencies. So right here inside package.json you will see express and is up installed here. If you are watching it for the very first time, then please hit the like button, subscribe the channel as well. So in this tutorial, we are building a bulk site down checker. So it will tell you exactly whether the website is running or not. So after installing it, we will make the index.js file. So here we will start the Express server. So if you make the GET request on the home route, so we will load a HTML file here, which is send file. So we will start this application on port 5000. So now we need to make this file in the root directory. So right here we will change the title that bulk website up down checker. So for building this application, we will need some bootstrap. So we will need some bootstrap here. So for including the bootstrap, we can go to simply write here bootstrap CDN. And from this website, you can include both bootstrap and jQuery as well. After the title, you can paste this right here. So right here inside this body, we will have the container class, and inside this, we will give it a heading bulk website status checker. And inside this, we will have a simple form tag. We will give it a ID to it of form. And here inside this, we will have a text area. We will give it an ID of URLs, and we will give it a class of form control. And after this, we will have a simple button to submit the form btn danger btn block. We will say get website info. So now we can launch this application node index.js. So it will start this application at localhost 5000. So you will see bulk website status checker. So here you can enter a set of URLs, and there is a button out there which will tell you. So now we need to simply write the JavaScript. So let me format the document. So here we need to target the form by document.query selector, and here we can pass the ID, which is form. We have given this ID to the form element, and then we can attach a event handler to it. So when the form submits, so we will prevent the auto submission of the form, and then we will get the value which the user has written inside this text area. So we have given the ID to it of URLs. So we will just create let URLs. So we will get the value like this dot val. And now we need to convert this value inside array like structure. So whenever we need to enter one URL add per line, so we need to convert this to a array. So for now converting this, we have a simple method here. So I have written this code. So let me check in my github.com. I have this. If I go to the views folder, bulk site down checker. So if you see how to do this, it is very easy. We need to use the split method. So basically when you get this, you need to do the split method. So URLs. So basically this will split this by a new line character. So whenever a new line comes, it will store it inside its own array. Let me console log it just to show you what is happening right now. So if I refresh it, you will see that if I write something here, just open inspect element console. So if I write here multiple websites such as google.com, and the next line I will write freemediatools.com. Next line it is facebook.com, instagram.com. So for each website, it will store it inside a array here. You will see it will convert this to a array. So zeroth index is google.com. Then we have freemediatools.com, facebook.com, and instagram.com. So for each website, we need to repeat it to just check it whether it is down or up. So now we can use a for each loop here. So right here in JavaScript, there is a for each loop in order to iterate through the values of the array. So the syntax is very easy. You will write here for each, and the array name is simply URLs. For each URL, we need to get the up and down status of the website. So here we will send a AJAX request to the server from the client side. So here we will simply write here $.ajax, and then the method will be simply post the URL. We need to just provide this URL. So we need to make this URL. So two people are watching the stream, guys. So first of all, please hit the like button, subscribe the channel as well. Here in this tutorial, we are making a bulk website down status checker kind of a application in Node.js. So it will exactly tell you whether the website is up or down. So here we will simply get site info. This is a post request we will make, and here we will pass the data, which is the site is equal to URL. That's it. And we will get the data back success. So when we get the data, we will display it on the screen. Console log data. That's it. So now we need to make this post request, which is get site info. So right here inside this, we will make this post request get site info. This will be a async function, request response arrow function. So four people are watching the stream, guys. So here we are building a bulk website status checker kind of application. This is my tool which is published on Free Media Tools website. If I show you this tool here, I am just making a clone of it. So if you just see here, site down, if you just type bulk site down checker. So if you just write multiple domain names like this, google.com, facebook.com, so it will tell you exactly whether the status of the domain out there site is running 2000. Okay. So we will try to replicate this inside this application. So here we are building this. So now we need to import the module, which is simply import is up, and here we need to require is up. This is a library we need to require. So basically, if you run this application, you will run into an error that cannot use import statement outside a module. So to rectify this error, we need to go to package.json, and you need to add a line to it, which is called as type. We need to make this value will be equal to module. So just make it like this. Just make the changes and now you will not see this error. So it is saying that the requested module is up doesn't provide an exported name is up. So if you go to the documentation, you will find out, yeah, this is the thing here. You just need to write like this, not inside curly brackets. So paste it here, and here we will say we will get the URL, let URL. So this will be request.body.url. So whatever you call this inside this here, I have called this as site, so I will write it site. After this, we need to pass this URL inside this is up URL. That's it. And now if I reload this application, so it is saying that require is not defined as ES module scope. You can use import instead. Website down checker. Let me search for a different. This is also a module which is similar to this. You can also use this module instead of that. So I can just copy paste this module here because this module is creating a problem. So just install this module instead of this. So npm I is site down. So just install this module and remove this line here from the package.json file. Remove this line. And now you can launch this application node index.js and pass this function which is site down. And now if you submit any sort of value here inside, let me go to localhost 5000. So if I type here, let's suppose google.com, freemediatools.com. If I write a invalid website, click. So it is saying that request.bodies.site cannot read properties. So for this guys, we need to include a module once more, which is body parser, which is a built-in module of Express. You don't need to install it. So require this module, body parser. So now we can use this like this. So whenever you are working with forms, you do need to require this module. So just add these two lines and now you will not get this error. Let me write the click on get website info. So now you can see that guys, this is a promise. So basically we need to handle this promise. So you is side down and we can handle the promise by dot then statement. So we can console log this data. So if you refresh it now, google.com. So basically you will see this is returning this object which is the host google.com, and there is a second property which is it down, and it is false. It is a boolean property and it is set to false. And the third property which is returning here, which is the response code, either this can be 200 for success, 404 for error, 500 is for server error. So this is 200. So basically this means that this site is okay. So if you add some more websites, let's suppose facebook.com, and if I write a invalid website, codingshiksha.com, freemediatools.com, so you can add multiple websites here on each line. If you click this button, you will see once again this will return this object here. One by one it will return it. So basically it is for each item in the loop, it is making this AJAX request to the server, and it is returning this data here like this. So this is, you can see that it is making this post request to this URL here, which is slash get site info. So it is returning this data. Now we simply need to display this data in a table like structure. So it is very easy. After this form here, if you have any sort of question, guys, you can ask it in the comment section. After this form here, we will just have a result div, and inside this we will have a table, bootstrap table, and here we will have a table head tag, and inside this we will say name of site, and then the second parameter will be status, is it down or not, and then the status code. That's it. Now we will have a table body, and we will give it a ID to it of result or info. I think I can give it info. So for each iteration, you will see inside this loop, we will add this. So basically for each iteration, we will say dollar dot info, and here we will append this. Append, we will use the append method of jQuery, and right here we will make it uh, what you can do is that inside this table body, you can make a table row. You can also make a table row, and this you can give it as ID to info. So just remove this from here. Instead, you just give here table row. So just give it here like this. And what you can do is that table data, and here you can embed the data which is coming. So data dot, so basically this the object which is written here, data dot host. The second property is our data dot data dot. So the second property in the object is it down. So basically is it it's a boolean value. The third value which will be is this value will be simply response code. So data dot response code. So now we need to send this data so that we can print it. So we are not sending this data, so we are just console logging it. Now to send it as a JSON property, we will simply say response.json, and here we will say data is equal to data. That's it. Response.json, that's it. This is the only line that you need to write here. Now if I launch this application, you will see this will display this data inside a table. You will see name of site, status, status code. If I write here google.com, facebook.com, codingshiksha.com, and then I write a invalid website which doesn't exist, then we write, let's suppose, linkedin.com. If I click the get website info, you will see now this will, I think, let me see. Once again, if I console log data here, if I click this button, if I check here, why it is coming as undefined. Let me see. So we are returning this data. Let me see if it is receiving it inside the browser. If you check the console here, you will see now we are getting this, we are not getting the data which we want to. So is it down? So what we need to do is that, let me see, inside my source I have written this code here. Let me do this. Let me search this for this first of all, index.js. So you will see that I have written this code here. Just wait. Bulk site single domain. I think we have, yes, single domain status checker. Yeah, this is the thing. So what I can do is that I can return this object which is receiving here. If you see here, domain is equal to URL, domain status index.html. So data.host, data.isItDown. So I need to console log it. I haven't console logged the data just to cross verify that if it is returning the data to us or not. If I go to this website, sorry, localhost 5000. So if I say here coding Shiksha, facebook.com, click on the button. So it is does returning this. You will see. Now what we need to do is that this needs to be, yeah, I got it how this is done, because we need to do like this data.data. So this is a thing, data.data. Inside this object there is a data property. So yeah, just make it this slight adjustment here, data.data.response code, and now you will see the result will be there. And just change this to again this, I just give it an ID of info here like this, and inside this we will have this tr tag surrounding this. So we will have this inside the separate table row. So just do like this. Now the application will work. Definitely it will work. Let me refresh the application. If I write codingshiksha.com, google.com, click on get website info. So now you can see status code is 200, name of site, it is, so is it down? basically it is set to false. So this simply means that the website is running. So status, I can say here, site, I can display a different message. Site is, if I can just check here in this property, we can check for this property that the data dot, if data dot data is it down, and I can put a this symbol, this correspond that's if the value is false, then in that case we will set this value to site is site is running, like this. So if this equal to false, if this is if this value is true, then in that case we will simply say that site is down, like this. So just make this slight adjustment. Now what you will see, you will see a correct message displayed on the screen instead of this true false. You will say, if I write here google.com coding Shiksha, so now you will see uh, is it down, data dot data. I can put this message variable right here, just declare a message variable right at the top, and we can display this message instead of this property, which is like this. Data dot is it down. So if you are watching it for the very first time, guys, please hit the like button, subscribe the channel as well. So let me refresh this once again. Nodemon index.js. So now you can see google.com, facebook.com. If I write this, click on the get website info button. So now you can see google.com site is running, status code 200, facebook.com site is running 200. So basically if I write a invalid name of a website like this, so now you will see site is down and status code comes out to be -1. So you can see that now this is working properly here. You will see that. So this is the code, guys. So if you want the full source code, I will give this source code in the video description of this live stream. If you have any sort of doubt, you can ask in the comment section. This is the module we are using. Is site down? So basically it returns an object. So you can give any website, site is down. So basically various websites are there like this. You can check for various websites. So these are the tool websites which are there on the internet, which tells you the same thing whether the any website is up and down. So we have made a clone of it inside this video, live stream video. So I can also cross check. Basically, it is saying that this website is down. So if I paste this URL, this is the website here. You will see that. Click get website info. You will see site is down. So if you visit this website, the site will be down here. You will see the site will not open. You can see that. So three people are watching the stream, guys. So please hit the like button, subscribe the channel as well. So in this tutorial, we have built a website down checker kind of a application in JavaScript. If you have any sort of question, you can ask in the comment section. I will try to answer the question. So basically, this is the tool website you can see on your screen. Site is running, site is down. Let me write the source code on my coding Shiksha website. So four people are watching the stream, guys. So we have built a complete application in this tutorial live stream. We have built a bulk website status down checker where you can write multiple websites and then it will tell you whether the website is down or up. Click the get website info button and in a table like structure it will tell you whether the site is running or not. So with the status code as well, you will see site is down. This site is down. So so basically this tool is deployed on my website. I will answer that question. Elizabeth, I will answer that question when I will make the Ezoic video. I will definitely answer that question for you. Don't worry about it. So let me give this code in the video description, guys. So let me bulk site down checker. Let me check the competition of this post here. I have also written a previous blog post on this same topic. So that is I am checking the competition here. So if I select this coding Shiksha website, so if I copy paste this page, click the number of clicks and number of impressions I got for this blog post. So very good, 97 clicks, 3.8 CTR, average position is also good. So now we can also build a clone of this blog post. So I will just copy this. The title will be simply this, the live stream title will give this. So for building this, we will write the code npm I express. Then we need to install this dependency, which is site down. After this, we need to make this index.js file. So just make it, just copy paste the code here, which is this code. Then we will paste this HTML code as well. This is the HTML file. We will publish this. So I will give the source code guys in the video description, so just make sure that you download all the source code of this project that I've shown you. Click the publish button. So now this publish blog post is published here. So I will give this link in the video description of this live stream so that you can download it. Click on save. So now if you have any sort of question guys, you can ask in the comment section. I will try to answer those questions related to Ezoic programming and blogging. If you have any sort of question, you can ask it. I will definitely try to answer it. I will be doing another live stream in this, two live stream more in this day. So definitely join in for those live stream also. Please subscribe the channel for those. So APM is increased right now. You will see that 21, 22, 23, 24, 24. So thanks very much guys for watching the stream. I will be seeing you in the next stream.